mornings and kind of put themselves on the radar as well.
All right, the drama is about to unfold as the post position draw for the Kentucky Derby presented by Ford will happen in just a moment or two. But first, to get the proceedings started, here's our bugler, Steve Bottleman.
Steve Buttleman with a call to post. Quick recognition for Steve. This will be his 25th Kentucky Derby. Congratulations, Steve, 25. Morning, everyone. I'm Travis Stone for Churchill Downs, and welcome to the post position draw for Saturday's 146th Kentucky Derby. A little bit later than expected, but such is life. It's good to be here, and the crowd seems lively despite the fact it's a little bit lighter here this morning as we draw this year's Run for the Roses. Before we dive into the proceedings, some quick introductions. Those up here on stage: Barbara Borden, Chief Steward for the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission. To my left, your right. Kevin Flannery, the President of Churchill Downs. Justin Paul, Vice President, Associate General Counsel for Churchill Downs Incorporated, and you got to do it. He's here in case any litigation were to break out. John Asher would be proud of that. Ben Huffman, sitting at the table, Vice President of Racing. He's been with Churchill Downs since 1991, Racing Secretary since 2006. And next to him is Dan Bork, who's the Assistant Racing Secretary. He's been here since 1999. Before that, though, he's most known as being a childhood actor, and this is true, he starred in Rocky II. Dan Bork, Assistant Racing Secretary. Thank you all. All right, let's dive into the proceedings of the post-position draw for the Kentucky Derby. The purse, of course, $3 million, mile and a quarter for 3-year-olds. A couple of new things going on this year, including that starting gate, which we're going to get a sneak preview of in the second race today, a new 20-horse starting gate that is 65 feet wide. The starting point for the Kentucky Derby is 120 feet wide. So what basically it means is the inside and outside horses are going to be farther away from their respective rails. And the best way to describe it is the old post number 3 is the new post number 1. So hopefully makes for a fair and better start, and in the end, a better Kentucky Derby. Of course, all the Kentucky Derbies are good. Let's dive in. We'll draw the first 9 horses, then take a brief break. 18 to go postward. Unfortunately, Art Collector came out this morning. We're sorry to hear that, but South Bend joined the fray at the last moment, so there's 18 still to go postward in the Kentucky Derby. Entry sheet and pill draw, gentlemen.
Okay, here we go. Good luck, everyone.
Number 5.
5, Major Fed, James Graham.
Number 5, Major Fed. Bit of a tough luck horse. He's had either slow starts or very, very wide trips, but he's trained by Oldham County native Greg Foley, who had his first win as a trainer back in 1981 at the fairgrounds. Foley Racing is truly a family affair. He's assisted by his son Travis, who joined him in 2010, number 5, Major Fed.
Number 3.
3, Enforceable, Adam Pesquitza.
Number 3 is Enforceable. Adam Beskitzza, the rider there. Trainer Mark Cassie. This is his 8th Derby starter. He finished 4th in 2017 with Classic Empire. This is Beskitza's first Kentucky Derby mount. Enforceable figures to be running on late. Both of his wins came from far off the pace. Number 3, Enforceable.
Number 7.
7, Money Moves, Javier Castellano.
Number 7 is Money Moves for 2-time Kentucky Derby winning trainer Todd Pletcher. Of course, won it with Super Saver and Always Dreaming. Money Moves is lightly raced and is the only horse in the field to have raced against older horses. Everybody else has raced against 3-year-olds throughout their career. Jockey Javier Castellano seeking his first Kentucky Derby. Money Moves, number 7.
Number 4.
4 is Storm the Court, Julian Leperoux.
Number 4, Storm the Court. Number 4, Storm the Court. Last year's champion 2-year-old, of course. The second start for Peter Yurton. He started 2014 Dance with Fate, who finished 6th that year. Jockey Julien Leperoux seeking his first Kentucky Derby. Number 4, Storm the Court.
Number 8.
8, South Bend, Tyler Gaffleone.
Number 8, South Bend, the latest addition to the Kentucky Derby. It happened just this morning, of course, trained by Bill Mott, who won last year's Kentucky Derby. South Bend, a deep closer, was most recently 4th in the Travers. He won his first 3 races, including the Street Sense, right here at Churchill Downs. That is South Bend, number 8.
Number 11.
11, Necker Island, Miguel Mena.
Number 11 is Necker Island, the first double-digit post draw of the morning. Necker Island, both of his wins have come here at Churchill Downs. He was claimed for $100,000 back in June and 2/3 since then. This is Chris Hartman, the trainer, his first Derby starter, and Miguel Mena's second. That's Necker Island, number 11.
$15.
15, New York Traffic, Paco Lopez.
Number 15, New York Traffic. Number 15, this is Saffie Joseph's first Kentucky Derby starter. New York Traffic, last time out, narrowly lost the Haskell. It was his 3rd second in a row, but he's had noticeable improvement over his last couple of starts. This will be Paco Lopez's second Kentucky Derby starter. That is New York Traffic, number 15.
Number 13.
13, Attachment Rate, Joe Talamo.
Number 13 is Attachment Rate for trainer Dale Romans, who's won 744 races here at Churchill Downs, is seeking his first Kentucky Derby. He's got 2/3, though, Dullahan and Patio Prado. Dale said of Attachment Rate in this year's Derby, it's 2020, anything can happen. Attachment Rate, 13.
Number 9.
9, Mr. Big News, Gabe Saez.
Number 9 is Mr. Big News for Gabriel Saez. This is the second start of the Kentucky Derby for both Allied Racing Stables, Chester Thomas, and trainer Brett Calhoun. They, of course, ran by my standards last year, who will be 7-5 in Friday's Ali Sheba. Happy to see him coming back for Derby weekend. This was a late entrant, jumped in yesterday. And an interesting story, Chester Thomas's mom asked him at dinner one night how many people can say they've had 2 Kentucky Derby starters. And so Mr. Big News is in the gate with post number 9. Those are the first 9. A couple of inside posts still to go. We'll take a brief break, and we'll be back to draw the final 9 for this year's Kentucky Derby.
9 down, 9 to go, and still some intrigue, but some inside post. Tis the Law, Honor AP, awaiting their draws. And Brandon, I didn't see anything on the board right there that really made me shake my head.
Yeah, I feel the same way. No real shockers in there, nothing to really worry about. A lot of mid-pack closers seem like they came out of there, and they have to be happy. A horse like Major Fed that you know probably going to come from off the pace. I would assume that Greg Foley is very happy, going to be able to save ground and take a little dirt on the inside, but maybe get some forward position, and maybe that rail will even open up for him late.
Yeah, that New York Traffic post position on the outside doesn't really bother me either. He's got some tactical speed as we take a look at the first 9 post positions, 9 down, 9 to go in an 18-horse field. And yeah, you still got the inside 2 post positions left, Brandon. You still got some post positions on the extreme outside. I'd rather be on the extreme outside than on the inside, obviously, with that long run into the first turn.
Yeah, you mentioned New York Traffic. I think that's a great post for him. Go out and get position. Maybe a horse like Storm the Court, who does have some tactical speed, may be forced to kind of go ahead and go on with it from the inside. And Money Moves drew well. I thought really everybody, I think, has to be fairly happy in here.
Yeah, the big names are still up there. You're still looking for Authentic. You're still looking for Honor AP. You're still looking for Tis the Law, which will dictate a lot of what we talked about earlier, how the pace scenario might develop with those big names still to come. 1,000 Words as well. I mean, he's a horse that you would think would be forwardly placed. So still a lot of intrigue left for the second half of the draw, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you know, like I said, connections have to be happy, and now we can really start to kind of dive into it a little bit. I'm sure the trainers, it's already going through their heads. They're kind of thinking about, okay, where do I want my horse to be? So it'll be interesting to see once we get kind of the bigger players in there, and really those top-heavy players are the ones that are bringing that natural speed to the race.
And we're going to find out where Tis the Law, Authentic, Honor AP, and some of the rest will draw from Travis Stone right now.
All right, welcome back. And here we go with the final 9 post positions for this year's Kentucky Derby. 9 posts to go. Gentlemen.
Just leave it.
Okay.
Number 12.
12 is Sole Volante, Luca Panici.
Number 12, Sole Volante for trainer Patrick Biancone. This will be his fourth Kentucky Derby starter. He ran second with Lionheart back in 2004. This is the first Derby start for Luca Panici. Interestingly, Sole Volante has done all of his training on turf down in South Florida. Sole Volante, number 12.
18.
18, Authentic, John Velasquez.
Number 18 is Authentic with John Velasquez. Trainer Bob Baffert is second all-time in wins for the Kentucky Derby with 5. Authentic is the Haskell winner, starting at the Kentucky Derby. You don't hear that too often. Authentic's only loss was to fellow rival in the Derby this year, Honor AP. Authentic has speed and figures to be part of the pace, number 18.
Number 6.
6, King Guillermo, Sammy Camacho.
Number 6, King Guillermo with Sammy Camacho, owned by Victor Martinez of Victoria's Ranch, a 5-time Major League Baseball All-Star named for his dad. This is Sammy Camacho's first Kentucky Derby mount. King Guillermo burst on the scene with a 49-1 win in the Tampa Bay Derby earlier this year. Number 6, King Guillermo.
Number 16.
16, Honor AP, Mike Smith.
Number 16, Honor AP, shipping in from California. This is the 5th Kentucky Derby starter for trainer John Sheriffs. Won it in 2005 with Giacomo. Paid $102, the 4th highest long shot in Derby history. Honor AP has been training for the Kentucky Derby by working out before the races out at Del Mar. Honor AP, number 16.
14.
14, Winning Impression, Joe Rocco.
Number 14 is Winning Impression, the 6th Kentucky Derby starter for trainer Dallas Stewart, twice a runner-up with Golden Soul and Commanding Curve. This is the 2nd Derby mount for Joe Rocco Jr. Pearl Racing's daughter, who is a soccer player, named Winning Impression. She plays high school soccer. Unfortunately, she will not be at the races this weekend because she has a soccer game. That's Winning Impression, number 14.
Number 1.
1, Finnick the Fierce, Martin Garcia.
Number 1 is Finnick the Fierce, breaking from the rail. Actually beat Tiz DeLon, the Kentucky Jockey Club, last year. Has crossed the wire only first, was moved up via DQ in his other win, hoping to rebound off a bluegrass effort where he finished 7th. That's number 1, Finnick the Fierce.
Number 10.
10,000 Words, Florent Giroux.
Number 10 is 1,000 Words. Trainer Bob Baffert is ranked 3rd in total number of Kentucky Derby starters coming into the year with 32. 1,000 Words went off form earlier in the spring, but has come back strong. Florent Giroux, this is his third Kentucky Derby winner. He ran 3rd on Gunrunner in the 2016 Kentucky Derby. This is his 5th Kentucky Derby mount. 1,000 Words, number 10.
Number 2.
2, Max Player, Ricardo Santana.
Number 2, Max Player with Ricardo Santana Jr., making his first start for Steve Asmussen in the Kentucky Derby. Steve is seeking his first Kentucky Derby win. He's twice been second, though. Santana has had 5 prior starts. This will be his 6th. Max Player's speed figures keep going up and up and up. Max Player, post number 2.
17.
17, Tiz the Law, Manny Franco.
At number 17 is Tiz the Law, who figures to be a prohibitive favorite come post time. Tiz the Law, this is the 6th Derby starter for trainer Barkley Tago. Of course, won this race with Funnyside in 2003 with the same owner, Sakatoga Stable. This is the 3rd mount in the Derby for jockey Manny Franco, who's twice been the leading rider in New York. Tiz the Law, all of his wins have been by 3 or more lengths. He's been in front at the 8th pole. The only time he wasn't was right here at Churchill Downs last November. Tiz the Law, number 17. And with that, we have drawn all 18 posts for the Kentucky Derby. We'll take a brief break, get Mike Battaglia's TwinSpires.com morning line odds, share those with you when we come back in just a moment.
Have to ask Ed DeRosa later what the mathematical possibilities were of the three favorites drawing the three outside posts with Honor AP, with Tiz the Law, and obviously Authentic Brandon from the far outside. You know, he kind of sort of has to go.
Yeah, I love envisioning pace scenarios in my head, and I just see Authentic, and then those two, Honor AP and Tiz the Law, just sitting literally right behind him and ready to take over at any point. So I thought that was a fascinating draw in there, and I can't wait for this race on Saturday.
Fascinating draw because there was a couple of inside posts left, a couple of outside posts left with some of the favorites yet to determine their post positions. If we take a look at it right now and look at that, I mean, Honor AP's got a little bit of tactical speed, but not as much as Tiz the Law, who wants to be more forwardly placed. And you got New York Traffic, who doesn't want to get hung out to dry in the first turn. From post position number 18, though, he's got the best natural speed in the race, Brandon. You got a feeling that maybe the connections are going to have to say to themselves, we got to hustle, we got to go. We don't want to get hung wide on the first turn, which could make for a faster pace once they get out of the first turn and onto the backstretch.
Yeah, you look at this, basically the top four in the point standings, I believe, or top 4 or 5 are all drawn to the outside, 15, 16, 17, and 18. My question to you, Joe, I guess, is with 1,000 words in the 10 slot now, you think that's going to change their style and go to the front?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, he's got maybe a little bit of an easier opportunity to do so. You look at the inside post, you know, they probably don't hurt Max Player or Enforceable or even Major Fed as much as they would maybe some of the others. So a couple of closers down on the inside.
Yeah, and the fact King Guillermo, we see Miguel Mena in the mornings work this horse on the rail, so draws the 6 here, which is probably going to go up and get positioned and sit on the rail. So it was nice to see in the mornings that he's comfortable being on the rail.
Yeah, he might get the trip that War of Will got last year, maybe that pocket trip forwardly placed. If King Guillermo is good being down in there, we know that Miguel Mena is just fine with it. You know, they spread off the turn for home. If he's got a horse, might be able to push his way through there.
Yeah, and a couple of those other connections on the outside, Sol Volante, Winning Impression, they have good natural speed, but not as much as some of the other ones in there. So they're going to be trying to get over. So could really be bunched up going into that first turn.
Yeah, I mean, we'll look at the post positions when we get those Brisnet Pass performances a little bit later on and really start to try to envision it. You know, we're getting the first reactions now once we see that board. The morning line still to come, Brandon, but you know, Tiz the Law, he's on an outside post, a journey, as is Authentic and Honor AP, and we'll see if the best horse can get the job done.
Yeah, I thought the one chink in his armor might be if he draws that inside post, like I mentioned earlier in the show, like a 1, 2, or 3. They drew to the outside. There was a little bit of the drama. That inside slot was still open, but connections have to be extremely pleased with this post to be able to sit their trip like they always do. And I'll tell you what, if he repeats that last performance, he's going to be very, very tough to beat.
Yeah, no doubt. And again, anything can happen in the Kentucky Derby, regardless of post positions. Horses break in, horses break out, trouble trips and traffic certainly could become a factor in a race like this. And again, you just don't want to be hung out to dry on that first turn if you have some good natural early speed. So I'm sure the connections will be plotting their course to potential victory over the course of the next couple of days. The morning line obviously still to come. Tiz the Law, he's going to be the morning line favorite, but how low will he go? Let's find out from Travis Stone, Mike Battaglia's morning line.
And welcome back to the post draw for the 146th Kentucky Derby. Time now for the morning line odds presented by twinspires.com. Morning line is made by Mike Battaglia, who started doing this in 1974. This will be his 47th Kentucky Derby. He's correctly identified the favorite 78% of the time. He will not get credit for doing so this year because it seems pretty obvious. And we will reveal those odds right now, starting with the rail out. First off, number 1, Finnick the Fierce will be 50-1. Number 1, Finnick the Fierce is 50-1. Number 2, Max Player, 30-1. Number 2, Max Player, 30-1. Number 3, Enforceable, 30-1. Number 3, Enforceable, 30-1. Number 4, Storm the Court is 50-1. Number 4, Storm the Court, 50-1. Number 5, Major Fed, 50-1. Number 5, Major Fed, 50-1. Number 6, King Guillermo, 20-1. Number 6, King Guillermo, 20-1. Number 7, Money Moves, 30-1. Number 7, Money Moves is 30-1. Number 8, South Bend is 50-1, and number 8, South Bend. Number 9, Mr. Big News, 50-1. Number 9, Mr. Big News is 50-1. Number 10,000 Words, 15-1 on number 10,000 Words. Number 11, Necker Island, is 50 to 1. Note that Necker Island races with blinkers off in the Derby. Blinkers off to 11 at 50 to 1. Number 12, Sole Volante, is 30 to 1. Number 12 is 30 to 1. Number 13, Attachment Rate, is 50 to 1. 13, Attachment Rate, 50. 14, Winning Impression, 50 to 1. Number 14 is 50 to 1. Number 15, New York Traffic, is 20 to 1. 15, New York Traffic, is 20. 16, Honor AP, 5 to 1. 5 to 1 on 16, Honor AP. Number 17, Tiz de la, who will attempt to become the first horse to win the Derby from post 17, 3 to 5 on the morning line odds for Tiz de la, 3 to 5. The last time Mike Battaglia went 3 to 5 was back in 1989 with Easy Goer and Awe Inspiring. This is the lowest since he made Empire Maker 6 to 5 back in 2003. That's 17, Tiz de la. And number 18, Authentic, is 8 to 1 on the morning line. Number 18, Authentic, is 8 to 1. That's the field, and those are the odds for this Saturday's Kentucky Derby. $3 million, mile and a quarter, 3-year-olds. You can watch it on NBC Sports from 2:30 to 7:30 on Saturday. Listen to it on Horse Racing Radio Network. For the connections in the room, stand by after the press conference is over for a special announcement. Other than that, good luck everyone this week and with the Kentucky Derby. And even though this all feels weird and in many cases sort of stinks, just remember that roses are still red in September. Good luck this weekend, and we'll see you later.
Travis stole my closing line there. Thanks.
He has a way with words,
Yeah,
doesn't
he
he?
does. Nice job, as always. And the post positions have been drawn. We'll get the Brisnet Pass performances. It's a couple hours from now. You can really dig into Saturday's card. Fantastic. Friday card as well, highlighted by the Longines, Kentucky Oaks. And Brandon, again, Tiz de la, no surprises, 3 to 5, only 3 horses less than double-digit odds, and they're all on the outside of the field.
Yeah, and the good post, too. Maybe, I know Mike sometimes will lower that price or raise it based on post, so he maybe figured he got a good post and dropped it down a little bit, but probably pretty accurate in there. I am a little bit interested, Authentic 8 to 1 with the My Racehorse people owning a portion